They fined me 50 grand for saving water, so I opened the dam and let karma do the rest. My name's Mark Lawson, 47, retired hydrologist. I live on the quiet edge of Canyon Ridge Estates, a so-called eco-friendly community run by the most controlling HOA president you can imagine, Karen Dorset. She wore pastel suits and carried a clipboard like a weapon. I wasn't flashy. Just a handyman with a small orchard and a pond I'd built years before the HOA even existed. That pond was my piece, fed by a natural spring I'd legally diverted under a county permit. Everything was fine until the drought came. Neighbors started letting their lawns die, but my little slice of green stayed alive. Not lush, just healthy. One morning, HOA Karen showed up in her golf cart, sun visor down, snapping photos like I was a crime scene. 2 days later, I got a certified letter. The HOA claimed I'd been hoarding water and violating the community conservation policy. $50,000 in fines. $50,000. For water I collected myself legally. I tried to explain. She smirked and said, "The board has decided. You'll pay or the lien goes on your property." That night I couldn't sleep. I'd spent years studying watershed rights, and I remembered something the HOA didn't. The entire neighborhood's irrigation ditch, the one feeding their prized lakeside fountain, ran through my lower property line. A decade ago, the developer struck a simple easement deal. I'd maintain the small dam that regulated their water level, and in return, I'd have unrestricted use of my spring. The HOA never updated that contract when they formed. So I read every line and found it. Owner retains operational control of dam release in perpetuity. A week later, I sent the HOA a certified notice. I'd be performing maintenance work on the dam. They ignored it, of course. So at dawn, I opened the release valve, just enough to comply with the law, and their fancy fountain drained to a muddy puddle within hours. By noon, HOA Karen was storming down my driveway shouting about property damage. I showed her the original easement papers, framed and notarized. Her face went pale. I told her calmly, "It's called equal distribution. You fined me for water? Well, I'm redistributing it." Within days, the board started receiving complaints. The lake clubhouse had to cancel events. Local news ran a piece about mismanaged HOA water rights. Emails leaked, fines overturned, and within a month, Karen quietly resigned, citing stress. I closed the dam back up, restored the balance, and planted a row of maples by the edge of my pond. They're thriving now. Funny thing, the new HOA president later sent me a thank you note for bringing transparency to community resource management. Sometimes nature has its own justice. You just have to know where the flow begins. Then share your thoughts in the comments, but no one liked or subscribed.